light transmits an energy that the Saiyan god knows very well. What? What does this mean? Vegeta wonders, completely disbelieving in what he is seeing. Iwan screams. The first god of destruction scream is deafening, causing a wave of sonic impact to echo throughout the vacuum of that universe. And even Vegeta's body, filled with the superior energy of Shinken, shudders at that scream. Iwan is surrounded by a very peculiar energy, with the purple color of destruction energy, but at the same time it shines. After being surrounded by this energy, Iwan disperses it all at once, releasing a stream of force that even Vegeta has to make an effort not to be carried away. Now, Iwan shows a very distinctive transformation, a form that, feeling the emanating energy, Vegeta recognizes as a Shinken form. This can't be possible. This guy also has Shinken, Vegeta exclaims. In the sky of planet Cumber, Goku senses Iwan's energy, leaving him surprised and even frightened. What does this mean? Does the god of Universe 1 also possess Shinken? Goku wonders. On the planet's surface lies Cumber, fallen and already in his base form. He's heavily injured, indicating that he has endured powerful attacks from Goku. Cumber, looking up at the sky, sees Goku focused on something else, and this fills him with fury. You wretch, did you find me so insignificant that you think you can pay attention to something else while fighting me? As Cumber questions Goku about this, several black rays start to emerge around his body, and the pieces of the ground beneath him began to detach and explode around him. This catches Goku's attention, who turns to Cumber again, asking what is happening. As he is surrounded by an extremely dense black energy, Cumber's hair begins to flutter, and the evil Saiyan screams with unbelievable intensity. Suddenly, a burst of black ki occurs, completely destroying planet Cumber. Amidst the debris, Cumber's new transformation can be seen. Goku stares at him in surprise, noting that the malevolence emanating from his ki is unprecedented. Cumber warns Goku to prepare, stating that he is about to feel the power of all the hatred and evil that a Saiyan can possess. For several seconds, Vegeta remains paralyzed and wide-eyed, looking at Iwan, who has just displayed a power he never imagined he would see. However, Vegeta needs to move when Iwan speeds towards him, delivering a powerful knee that Vegeta reflexively counters in the same way. The knees of the two gods of destruction collide, generating a devastating vibration throughout the universe, distorting space-time and sending them to another dimension, where everything is a blank space. The Saiyan Hakaishin decides to counterattack, unleashing a sequence of punches against Iwan, who, with his last two good arms, defends himself with a certain calmness, despite Vegeta truly exerting effort in these attacks. To Vegeta's surprise, Iwan simply regenerates his wrist and hand, crushed by him, and can now use all four arms to counterattack, forcing Vegeta to step back while struggling to maintain balance in the fight. Concentrating more force in one hand, Vegeta attempts a punch, which Iwan counters with a double punch, clashing two of his hands against Vegeta's hand. The impact of this clash shatters the walls of this reality, transporting them now to another dimension, where all that can be seen around is an empty space filled with lightning and thunder. As they exchange blows in this dimension, Vegeta and Iwan's own attacks generate intense electrical waves that extend far beyond them. With a clash of fists, they end up being pushed apart from each other, and Iwan seizes this distance to open his four arms simultaneously while unleashing various energy grenades from all his hands. They all move toward Vegeta in a way that surrounds him. Before being hit by this attack, Vegeta releases his destruction power in an energy dome that expands around him. When Iwan's attacks hit this dome, they generate a massive purple explosion that shakes the entire reality, even causing the incessant lightning in the place to cease. Afterward, Vegeta moves toward Iwan while firing several energy spheres at him. Iwan defends himself by counterattacking, shooting an equal number of spheres that collide with Vegeta's, creating numerous explosions along the path between them. Vegeta reaches Iwan with a punch, but he disappears in front of the Saiyan Hakaishin and reappears below him, extending his four hands against Vegeta and releasing a massive wave of power that would completely engulf the Saiyan. But Vegeta skillfully dodges to the side to escape. Following this, Vegeta descends to Iwan with a kick, which the first Hakaishin blocks with his four arms, and then responds with a kick that, despite Vegeta blocking, pushes him away. Afterward, Iwan appears at high speed behind Vegeta, surprising him and grabbing the Saiyan god from behind in a crushing embrace. Vegeta begins to release his energy in an attempt to make Iwan let go, but the enemy is persistent and crushes Vegeta even harder. However, Vegeta reacts differently, taking advantage of the proximity to touch the palm of his hand to Iwan's abdomen and releasing an energy blade that simply pierces him. Bravely pierced by Vegeta's Keyblade, Ivan releases him and recoils. But to Vegeta's surprise, Ivan holds back the punch he threw immediately afterwards, ignoring the wound he just received, and counterattacking with a very strong kick to the Saiyan's neck. Zeno tells Daishinkan that he thought with this thing called Shinken, Vegeta could defeat Ivan, but he seems to have the same thing. Daishinkan says that this also surprised him, as he didn't know Ivan could use Shinken too. This makes him even more unique among the gods of destruction. However, the Grand Minister says that it shouldn't surprise them so much, since being the first god of destruction and the creator of Hakai, it was expected that Ivan would be the first to reach the deepest understanding of this ability and himself. Zeno asks if he still thinks Vegeta can win. Daishinkan says they'll have to wait and see. However, everything is leading to the belief that Ivan's Shinken is even more well-developed than Vegeta's, which is a significant problem. In the wreckage of what was once planet Cumber, Goku continues to observe the new form of the King of Evil Saiyans, and asks Cumber what transformation this is. Cumber attacks. Goku dodges the blow from the Evil Saiyan, and immediately counterattacks, which is also defended. Then an exchange of blows begins between the two. As they exchange attacks, Cumber answers the previously asked questions, explaining that while Goku and Vegeta were facing all the gods of destruction, his evil energy consuming the Hakaishins was absorbing all the fury released by the destroyers, turning it into power. At a moment in the exchange of blows, Goku dodges a low kick from Cumber by jumping over it and hits his chest with both feet, pushing the Evil Saiyan away. After doing this, he teleports to Cumber's back and attempts an attack which the God Slayer turns to defend, and then they resume their exchange of blows. Cumber explains that after the battle against Piccolo, the Namekian god, he lost a considerable part of his power, as he confined a large portion of his energy in a dimension that was later completely destroyed. Moreover, he couldn't absorb Piccolo's powers and abilities because Piccolo self-destructed. In summary, despite obtaining the Dragon Balls, he suffered a significant loss in that fight, and needed to recover somehow. Cumber lands a kick that, despite Goku's defense, pushes him away. Meanwhile, he completes his explanation saying that thanks to the battle between Goku and Vegeta against the gods of destruction, he was able to recover all the lost power and even surpass his own limits, acquiring this new transformation. He creates a giant globe of black energy and hurls it at Goku, who responds to this attack with a Kamehameha. The collision of the attacks generates an explosion that shakes the entire Universe 7. From the Hell, King Kai and King Yema are greatly alarmed when they feel the entire world tremble. King Yema asks what's happening, and King Kai says that at this rate, Goku and Cumber will soon destroy the entire universe. Goku and Cumber fly towards each other with a punch, and upon colliding, they simply distort the reality around them, going from the vacuum of space straight to a planet. Goku recognizes this planet, but he doesn't have time to think about it, as he immediately needs to defend against Cumber's kick, which hits his block head-on and creates a very large shockwave. The planet they are on is the same as the Three-Eyed Race, where one of the cities trembles, and a large structure is about to fall on a child walking with the mother. However, Tien appears and holds the construction using his super strength, ensuring the safety of the mother and her child. After doing this, Tien in thought reveals that he has never felt such a monstrous impact, and understands that within a few impacts like this, the planet would be completely shattered. While exchanging several swift blows against Cumber in the sky of the planet, Goku realizes that the place won't withstand this battle. In a moment when Cumber defends one of his punches, Goku teleports them both away. They go to the other world. The two reappear above the palace of King Yema, exchanging insanely fast and strong blows. They move at extremely high speed, circling the region while leaving behind several monstrous impact waves. These waves not only destroy parts of the palace, but also throw away the various ogres and souls that were in that place. There is a moment when Cumber lands a kick that Goku blocks, but he's thrown from the sky towards the palace, piercing the roof and landing on his feet inside the hall. Inside the palace, Goku notices the various scared souls and ogres, and one of the ogres asks him to leave, because if they continue fighting there, they will kill everyone. Cumber enters the palace through the roof and comes towards Goku to attack, but Goku manages to evade his attack and by touching the enemy, teleports them both away. In Hell, King Kai, who was observing everything, just informed King Yema that they left his castle, which greatly relieves him, but the relief lasts for a second when Goku and Cumber appear in Hell. When King Kai and King Yema see the two there, they scream in despair. Goku and Cumber clash blows, and the pressure from the impact is so strong that it throws the two gods away and makes them roll on the ground. Throughout the multiverse, a beam of light travels at a transcendental speed, passing through all existing universes, leaving a trail of destruction. The ones responsible for this are Vegeta and Iwan, the two most powerful gods of destruction, who fight intensely as they traverse all universes, turning the entire multiverse into a short space for their battle, reaching extraordinary proportions. Their next stop is Universe 9, which has entire galaxies destroyed due to the intensity of their battle. The collision of energy attacks causes cosmic scale explosions, and extremely intense vibrations occur with the collisions of blows. The fabric of reality is tearing, dimensional barriers are broken, as various worlds in the universe begin to merge. They unleash thousands of blows per second, fighting at a frenetic intensity with an incredible rhythm, as if they were simply tireless. Their bodies already accumulate wounds, but Vegeta's body accumulates more. While pressed by Iwan's attacks, Vegeta acknowledges that his power is on a level beyond. A punch from Iwan forcefully enters his chest, completely destroying the fabric of reality and transporting them to another dimension. Despite the power of the punch and the pain it causes in his body, Vegeta does not let himself be shaken. He uses the blood accumulating in his mouth due to the internal injury and spits into Iwan's eyes, temporarily blinding him and finding an opportunity to deliver an equally powerful punch to Iwan's face, also breaking the barriers of that dimension and entering another. But Iwan resists very well despite the power of that punch and holds Vegeta next punch to simply pierce his abdomen with another. Cursed! It can't be! Vegeta thinks in shock as he feels the excruciating pain of the enemy's hand invading his body. Equally shocked when this happens is Zeno, who asks Daishinkan what will become of Vegeta now. Daishinkan does not respond to Zeno. He simply remains silent with a very thoughtful expression. Goku and Cumber exchange blows at an incredibly high speed, making the entire hell tremble. King Kai screams in despair, saying they are completely screwed. Cumber launches an energy attack against Goku, which he dodges, but after dodging the energy, Goku sees that it is heading towards King Yema and King Kai, who scream in despair as death approaches them. Goku then teleports in front of them and kicks Cumber's energy away from there. Relieved, both of them express their gratitude. King Kai tells Goku that he needs to find a way to end the fight quickly because the universe will no longer be able to withstand that combat. Goku tells him that he knows that, and that, in fact, the universe should have been destroyed long ago due to the power level he and Cumber are using in this fight. However, it has not been destroyed yet because he is doing his best to contain the destructive shock of his and Cumber's attacks. However, there is a limit to what he can do since Cumber himself does not care about the consequences of his attacks. King Yema asks Goku if he cannot just end this fight already. Goku says no, because as the fight progresses, Cumber gets used to his fighting style, and also his evil energy is becoming more powerful with chaos. But after thinking for a bit, Goku looks at King Kai and says he has an idea to defeat Cumber. Obviously, King Kai and King Yema are very intrigued by this. What's the matter, Goku? Aren't you coming back to fight? Cumber shouts, emanating his evil power intensely. Fine. If you won't come to me, I'll come to you. Hungry for more blood and violence, Cumber goes toward Goku, who with a smile on his face takes his combat stance. After burying his hand in Vegeta's abdomen,
If you won't come to me, I'll come to you. Hungry for more blood and violence, Cumber goes toward Goku
and creates a gigantic sphere formed by pure destruction energy. And then he launches this attack in Vegeta's direction. Darn, what monstrous power! Vegeta exclaims, widening his eyes, terrified by what is coming his way. Oh no, if it continues like this, Vegeta will lose, Zeno says, very tense. Equally tense as Daishinkan, who after thinking for a while says, there's no other way. It seems I'll need to intervene. Both Zeno and his bodyguards are completely surprised when they hear this. Cumber goes towards Goku, who with a smile on his face takes his combat stance. Thank you, King Kai. Goku thanks the Guardian of the North Galaxy, who obviously does not understand the reason. Goku flies towards Cumber, and the moment they collide, he teleports, taking them both away. Goku and Cumber return to the vacuum of space in Universe 7, and as soon as they reappear there, they resume exchanging blows. But while exchanging these blows with Cumber, Goku starts to focus on something else. Hey, citizens from all over the universe! Can you hear me? Goku asks while sending a telepathic message. On Earth, Krillin, Young Master Roshi, and God Yamcha are gathered in Kami's lookout. They are extremely worried because they know that a battle between Goku and Cumber is happening, and the universe is shaking a lot due to this battle, including Earth, which is suffering from various natural disasters. The three of them would like to do something about it, but they cannot simply leave the planet to go help. And actually, even if they could go to Goku and Cumber, they know that it is a battle that is far beyond their level. But at that moment, their conversation is interrupted when they receive this telepathic message from Goku. Tien and the people on his planet are also receiving this telepathic message. They are worried as the Earthlings because their home planet is going through various calamities due to the ongoing fight. In addition to the people on Earth, and Tien's home planet, all living beings throughout the universe are hearing Goku's telepathic message. While exchanging blows with Cumber, Goku says, "I know that many of you have suffered at the hands of the terrible Saiyan warriors, or at least heard of the atrocities they have committed throughout the universe. I know that many of you suffer because of the evil of the Saiyans, or live in fear of one day suffering at the hands of these wicked people. But know that at this moment I am fighting against their leader, the man responsible for corrupting the hearts of the Saiyans and leading them in these campaigns of evil. If you want to do something for yourselves and for the entire universe, give me your energy now, and I will use your power to destroy this enemy." While Goku speaks these words, he uses the superior telepathic power of Shinken to convey not only his thoughts, but also his feelings. In this way, everyone who hears his words immediately feels that Goku's intentions are good and believes in him. Tien extends his hands upwards with a smile on his face, and with all goodwill says, "Here, Goku, take my energy." In the same way, all those of the three-eyed race do the same. On Earth, Master Roshi, God Yamcha, and Krillin do the same, telling Goku to finish off that accursed Saiyan once and for all. But it's not just them. All the other Earthlings do the same, raising their hands and donating all the energy they can give. Goku's message is also heard in the other world, including Hell, where King Yama and King Kai listen. King Kai immediately realizes that this ability is the Spirit Bomb, and wonders how the heck Goku knows how to use this ability of his. King Yama says that this is not important now, and that they should also collaborate. King Kai and King Yama also raise their hands, donating their energies. All the other inhabitants of the other world do the same, since they fear Cumber too. In a short time, about Goku and Cumber, who continue exchanging blows with the same intensity, an energy sphere begins to accumulate. This energy does not come only from Tien's home planet or Earth, but from all living beings in the universe and the deceased. Goku ensures that his telepathic message was not heard by Cumber, so when he sees all that energy accumulating there, he doesn't understand what's happening. Cumber asks Goku what's going on there. Goku replies to him saying that today he will feel the weight of all the evil he has done. Even without understanding, Cumber knows that it's not good to let that happen. He flies toward the Spirit Bomb that is forming with the intention of destroying it, but Goku flies in front of him and pushes him away with a blow. Goku says he won't allow Cumber to destroy it, which irritates the evil Saiyan. Watching what's happening in Universe 7, Zeno becomes very excited. "Look, it seems like Goku has an ace up his sleeve." He made this comment to Daishinken, but looking at the Grand Priest, Zeno realizes that he's very focused on something else, the fight between Vegeta and Iwan. Iwan's energy sphere, containing an absolutely colossal power, goes toward Vegeta. "Darn, what monstrous power!" the Saiyan exclaims, wide-eyed and frightened by what is coming his way. When the energy sphere reaches him, Vegeta holds the attack, but he needs to take a monstrous effort to contain that power. "Darn, if I can't hold this, I'm over," Vegeta thinks as his veins and arteries become visible due to the titanic force he is exerting. When Iwan increases the force of the attack, the energy expands even more, and Vegeta begins to be overwhelmed. "I won't be able to hold this," he acknowledges. "The only way for me to get rid of this is to destroy it, but it can't be done carelessly, as if it explodes near me, I'll have serious problems." At this moment, Vegeta closes his eyes, trying to concentrate and calm himself as much as possible. While he does this, his body is covered by a layer of bright purple energy, representing the power of his Shinken surfacing. After that, Vegeta opens his eyes, and then his energy begins to simply invade Iwan's energy, with the globe of intense purple power starting to glow inside, only to disappear the next moment. After doing this, Vegeta starts to pant, a sign of exhaustion and relief. However, there is no time to be relieved, since Iwan does not give him a break and quickly reaches him to continue the fight. "This guy is tireless," Vegeta complains in his thoughts, but then his thoughts are interrupted when a voice calls in his mind. "Mr. Vegeta, focus on me." Vegeta recognizes this voice instantly. It's Daishinken. He asks what the angel wants, and Daishinken replies, "As an angel, I should not interfere in the natural course of things. However, I think I can tell you a story, right?" Vegeta doesn't understand what Daishinken means, and asks what he's talking about. Daishinken says he will casually tell him a story, and then Vegeta can do whatever he wants with that information. Vegeta begins to reason about it and realizes that he wants to help in some way, so he tells Daishinken to go ahead and say what he wants to say at once. Iwan presses Vegeta more and more, delivering fast, strong, precise blows, well synchronized with his forearms, leaving Vegeta at a disadvantage due to having 2 fewer limbs. Extremely powerful blows hit Vegeta, but despite this, he remains firm in the fight. Meanwhile, Daishinken begins to tell him Iwan's story, talking about how all the universes were in the past, especially Universe 1. Daishinken talks about the chaos that existed in Universe 1, and how Iwan gets up amid extremely violent wars, going mad because of it. He tells about how Iwan became an untamed beast thirsty for destroying everything he considered evil and chaotic, and how he accidentally created Hakai. Daishinkan also talks about the process of containing this bestial Iwan to give way to a calmer Iwan, who has remained in control all this time. After hearing this story, Vegeta initially doesn't quite understand where Daishinkan is going with all this. However, after thinking for a moment, a light bulb goes off in his mind, and then he smiles and thanks the Grand Priest. Vegeta and Iwan simultaneously unleash an energy barrage against each other. When these two powers collide, they simply shatter the barriers of the parallel dimension, bringing them back to the vacuum of space in Universe 9. After this happens, Vegeta focuses for a moment, apparently finding something he wants, and the Saiyan deity flies away at high speed, obviously being pursued by Iwan, who is thirsty for blood. The frenzied battle between Goku and Cumber continues. While releasing his evil power intensely in the form of an extremely dense aura of black energy, Cumber attacks Goku with everything he has. Still, Goku can deal with the attacks thanks to the extremely keen abilities of his Shinken form. As he continues attacking, Cumber shows great irritation and says that he now understands why Goku and Vegeta insisted on not using the Shinken against the gods of destruction, despite all the difficulty. The fact that they did not use this ability prevented him from seeing and learning about the technique, and now it's making all the difference. Goku smiles and says that it was indeed worth it. He acknowledges that even in this short time, Cumber is gradually understanding.
Oh no. No, no.
Goku forcefully hits Cumber in the middle of the face, infuriating him even more, and he releases his energy with a force that pushes Goku away. After doing this, he takes the opportunity to fly towards the spirit bomb that is forming to destroy it. Still, Goku is smarter, pointing his hand at Cumber, teleports him right in front of him, and lands a powerful punch straight to Cumber's face, sending him flying. But Goku's attack is not over. He extends his hand to Cumber, who is still moving, and uses his mental strength to stop the evil Saiyan. Then he brings Cumber towards him with all his psychic strength, and at the same time he advances with all his power towards the opponent, hitting an extremely powerful flying kick on his knuckle, creating a massive impact wave and making the entire universe vibrate. Feeling this blow along with Cumber, after Goku lands this attack, the Godslayer recoils in agonizing pain. Goku then looks at the spirit bomb and sees that all the energy has finally arrived. He teleports beneath the spirit bomb, and touching his hands to it also grants his energy, making the technique incomparably larger, now emanating the bright energy of his Shinken. It's ready. Thanks, everyone. Goku expresses his gratitude with a joyful smile. Looking at Cumber, he shouts, "Take this now!" He launches the spirit ball. Despite the very strong pain he was feeling, Cumber reacts by creating a spear of evil power and launching it against the spirit ball. The bright sphere of pure power and the dark sphere of evil power collide. "You bastard! Do you think I'll let myself be defeated so easily?" The King of Evil Saiyan shouts in fury. Goku is impressed by Cumber's response, surprised at all the power he still has. Vegeta cuts through the vacuum of space in Universe 9 at full speed, with Iwan on his tail firing several extremely powerful energy attacks at him. While fleeing, Vegeta dodges the attacks and also responds with some delayed Iwan. But he easily handles all of Vegeta's counterattacks. Vegeta realizes he's approaching a planet, and then he smiles. In an instant, he descends from space to the planet's surface, and Iwan does the same shortly afterwards. Facing Iwan, Vegeta smiles and says that this is where their fight will end. Iwan remains staring at him with a voracious expression, totally devoid of any logical discernment. Zeno becomes very curious to know what Vegeta is planning to do and asks Daishinkan. Daishinkan says he doesn't know either, but from what he could see of this man called Vegeta, he is a very intelligent person, so he surely has an ace up his sleeve. Iwan attacks and Vegeta does the same. They collide in the middle of the way, and immediately Vegeta's defeat becomes evident, with Iwan carrying him across the planet and punishing his body with a series of ultra-fast and strong punches coming from his forearms. While being targeted by Iwan's blows, Vegeta does everything to defend himself and try to counterattack, but simply can't. Iwan finishes his sequence of blows with a kick that sends Vegeta crashing into a mountain, piercing it with his body, only stopping when he falls into a large lake on the planet. Vegeta doesn't take long to emerge from the lake, but as soon as he does, he is greeted by a punch from Iwan, reaching him with a direct attack to his chest. The force of the blow hits Vegeta's body, causing severe internal injuries to the lungs and heart of the Saiyan God, evidenced by vomiting a large amount of blood. However, Vegeta smiles. Grabbing Iwan's arm, he says, "Now I've got you." Vegeta grabs Iwan and goes to his back, and then he makes both of them lie in the air, facing the water of the lake. "Come on, Iwan, face your reality," Vegeta shouts. At first, Iwan struggles to break free from Vegeta's grip. However, when he sees his face reflected in the lake's water, he simply freezes. Iwan remains frozen, looking at his own face reflected in the water, with wide eyes indicating great shock. "Take a good look at your face. This is what you've become," Vegeta shouts. "You have become the embodiment of the pure chaos you so eagerly seek to destroy." Faced with the reality that Iwan seems to only now perceive, the first god of destruction begins to despair. He lets out a scream that echoes throughout this planet and beyond. The lake's waters begin to churn in a kind of small tsunami. The planet's skies darken, and lightning, thunder, and lightning bolts begin to appear. Gusts of wind start. In a few seconds, that planet enters an apocalyptic atmosphere. Iwan unleashes his power in a way that pushes Vegeta away, who begins to observe him from a distance. He finally seems to have awakened. The Saiyan God thinks while showing a relieved smile. "What is happening to Iwan?" Zeno asks Daishinkan. The Grand Minister explains, saying that apparently Vegeta's plan was to make Iwan see himself so that he could see that. In the end, he was being consumed by the hatred and chaos he's so despised. In the past, it was the chaos present in Universe 1 that drove Iwan crazy and made him desire destruction above all else. What Vegeta just did was show that this is consuming him himself, and now Iwan is freaking out because of it. After understanding what was happening, Zeno becomes very happy and says that Vegeta is a genius. However, Daishinkan is not as excited and says that this plan could have a very serious consequence. Hearing this, Zeno undoes his joyful smile and asks what he means by that. Iwan begins to emanate extremely dense energy, with bright purple rays being released from his body as they extend to the surroundings. The planet they are on begins to shake and crack. What the hell is happening? Vegeta wonders, starting to worry. Iwan's body also begins to crack. Don't tell me this bastard intends to self-destruct with all this power. Vegeta begins to understand and becomes desperate about it. Daishinkan explains to Zeno that in the state he is in, Iwan does not have a clear understanding of things, and his feelings are at an extreme level. Recognizing the evil he represents, he is really willing to destroy this evil with all the power he has. And if he releases all his power now in self-destruction, he will at least take half of all the universes with him. The cracks in Iwan's body intensify as light and destructive energy begin to leak from his body. Part of Cumber's evil black energy begins to be expelled, moving away from Iwan. But for him, this is not enough. He wants to completely destroy the face of pure evil he just contemplated. Damn, I'm going to have to contain this, Vegeta decides. Finally, it happens. Iwan self-destructs. Energy intensively leaks from his body, expanding uncontrollably as it destroys Iwan himself. Vegeta wastes no time and extends his hands. Iwan's energy, which would expand uncontrollably throughout the universe and others in a fraction of a second, had its expansion halted by the power of the Saiyan God, who needs to make a titanic effort to keep it that way, sweating abundantly as his veins and arteries become visible throughout his body. In Universe 7, the battle between the globe of pure massive energy and the globe of evil massive energy continues. On one side, Cumber is exerting maximum effort to repel the Spirit Bomb with his energy. On the other side, Goku is equally striving to make his Spirit Bomb advance against the evil Saiyan. Both simultaneously feel the extremely powerful energy of Iwan and are completely astonished. Goku is very concerned about Vegeta, not only for him, but also for all the mortals of the universes that he knows will be destroyed if Iwan's destructive energy spreads. Cumber laughs nonetheless, stating that Vegeta had very bad luck in having Iwan as his opponent. He claims that despite his greatly increased power, Iwan still manages to be superior. Goku asks why Cumber is so happy, mentioning that if Vegeta can contain this power, Universe 7 might be destroyed too. Cumber responds by saying that of course, he wouldn't want to die like that, but the idea of so many universes disappearing in an explosion of chaotic force is not so unpleasant to him. It would be a comfortable death. Goku tells Cumber that he's crazy but says he trusts Vegeta and he'll handle it. Goku then increases the force exerted on the Spirit Bomb, pushing even more against Cumber's energy, surprising him. At this moment, the globe of black energy is simply absorbed by the Spirit Bomb, and when the spear of evil energy enters the Spirit Bomb, it is simply dissolved inside, to Cumber's complete shock. After destroying the evil energy of the God Slayer, the Spirit Bomb heads towards him, and now Cumber has to try to stop that attack with his own hands hands, exerting a monstrous force to resist. What happened? Cumber asks. Goku responds saying that the pure energy of the spirit bomb, carrying the hope of all those in the universe that he and his minions mistreated so much, simply defeated his energy, laden with evil. After hearing this answer, Cumber fills with fury, but it's useless because it's becoming increasingly difficult for him to hold the spirit bomb. In Universe 9, Vegeta continues his efforts to save himself and all those universes that will be destroyed if Iwan's energy spreads. But despite Vegeta's effort, the overwhelming and extremely destructive power of the first god of destruction is slowly starting to expand. I won't be able to hold this for much longer. I have to end this quickly, Vegeta thinks, in a complete state of urgency. He begins to concentrate his energy, releasing from his body an intense amount of destruction energy, emanating the brilliance of the superior power of Shinken. While doing this, Vegeta focuses on the power of Iwan that he's trying to contain, and then he screams with all his might. At that moment, from the center of Iwan's energy, his own energy begins to emerge, expanding within the massive power. The Saiyan's energy spreads in a way that simply occupies the place of Iwan's energy, and then undoes the power of the first Hakaishin into millions of energy flakes, which disappear afterwards. After doing this, Vegeta returns to his base form, then floats down to the planet's surface and simply collapses on the ground, very out of breath. Damn, I almost couldn't make it, he comments to himself. Zeno asks Daishinken what just happened, since that extremely massive power of Iwan simply vanished. Daishinken explains that using the superior destructive power of Shinken, Vegeta destroyed Iwan's energy. Zeno is shocked by this, saying that he didn't think it was possible to do something like that with such dense energy. Daishinken says that normally it wouldn't be, but thanks to Shinken, Vegeta elevated the power of his Hakai to a transcendental level, and then he managed to do it. This was an absolutely impressive feat, since Vegeta simply destroyed an energy that had the potential to destroy multiple universes without leaving a trace and without causing great harm to what was around. This control over his own power is worthy of a true superior being. In Universe 7, Goku and Cumber have just felt Iwan's energy disappear. Goku smiles and says he knew Vegeta would handle it. Cumber is very irritated and says it's impossible that a power like that was repelled. Goku tells Cumber that his turn has come, and now he will feel the power of the universe that he terrorized so much. Goku increases the pressure of the spirit bomb, and unable to hold on any longer, Cumber is absorbed by the energy. Inside the spirit bomb, the evil Saiyan begins to scream as he feels the energy of all beings in the universe that he terrorized so much, and this makes Cumber desperate. Goku says, no matter if you're immortal, with this power, your body will be completely disintegrated, and you will never be able to recover, which is almost the same as dying. Finally, he bids him farewell. Goodbye, Cumber. You were very powerful. It's a shame you used all that power for evil. While listening to Cumber's screams of despair, Goku expands the power of the spirit bomb even more, and then makes it explode in a true spectacle of light. After a colossal effort, Goku finally manages to hit Cumber with the spirit bomb, while Vegeta saves multiple universes from instant destruction by the extraordinary power released by Iwan. Is this nightmare finally over? Find out in the next episodes of Dragon Ball Shinken.
Okay, well, Shinken. That was pretty nice. I like this little story they got going on, but it's time out for that.
What I believe will truly leave you speechless for its wide.
Okay, so let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. I needed the fuel. Glory. Brother, gonna take a bite out of crime. I'm trying to tell you, crime rate just dropped by 75%. Woo. Fresh out the grease. It burns, but it tastes so delicious. Homemade. I didn't make it. My little brother made this here chef. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, see crime rate dropping, man. I'm letting y'all know right now, as soon as I get done defeating crime, I'm finna max out. It's cold down here. Hold on. I wonder, can y'all see me if I sit down? Huh? All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. I do this in real life. Just to let y'all know that. Boom. I do everything he just did. I do in real life. I'm letting y'all know for real. Just a little with a little bit more flash to it and a little bit faster. Black Mamba mentality. Ooh, low key, I messed that up. In the game, that would have been a block or something. Come on, I gotta do better. Boom. Boom, fake him. I let go too soon. Let's do this, okay. Bow. Oh. Said what? That was pretty. Boom. Boy, they gonna get tired of me, boy. Give me 1 second. Let's do this. All right, left, right, left. Spin. Nah, that's too slow. Boom. Step back. Boom. Bob. Boom. I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings with that. I just know I am. That's because that got too much swag on it, man. I put too much swag on that, man. Boom. 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 Oh, I want to see if this gonna work. Watch this. No, I messed it up low key. Okay, here we go. Cause I gotta catch it. It's a direction because he chooses differently every time. So watch it. Boom. And then pop it. Woo! Hold on. Boom. Popped it. That was nice. What? Oh, that would have killed him. I need to have a better reaction with that. I need to have a way better reaction with that. Black Mamba mentality. Boom, boom. Nah. I almost feel like I gotta change one thing in his dribble. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's do this. Too slow. Speed. Boom. Ooh, I lagged. Don't judge me, I lagged. Ooh, got him. I messed it up by being a little more eager. If I just a little bit more patient, I've been all right. Boom. Boom. Come on. So okay, I'm running low on stamina. I love doing this. A boy be dancing on the court. Boy, that's a perfect distraction for an alley-oop. I'm gonna see who gonna notice that on the court. When I get the rock, I'm gonna see if I can get an alley-oop doing it. That's my plot. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy. Look. Now we gotta get serious. I don't like the fact that they take so long to recover after they shoot. Okay, let me see if I can achieve a dunk off the rebound. I want to know if he's fast enough. Like, how fast you gotta be to dunk your own rebound? I think it gotta be 99. I haven't tried it yet, but I will. Oh, come on. So what button I gotta press to do that? It's not the directional button. Let's try this. Oh. Apparently I make it when I'm not trying. Oh well. Let's try the alley-oop contest. And you know what? I really do press the turbo a lot because I didn't trip off the fact you can call your alley-oop and not use any turbo. I'm just like always on the turbo button for real. Okay. Can I do once from the side? Matter of fact, I should have handled it better. Hold on. I'm gonna boom. 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 What? Boom. Boom. Oh, if I can. Man, Now watch. Now watch. When I try to do all this, everybody gonna be on my tail. And then I'm gonna get a bunch of people that don't want to pass the rock because they hero balling. Transition in. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little much to do. Whoa. Boom. Boom. Whoo. I shot a bounce. See, I messed it up. I should have let it go right there in there. Come on. Boom. Dance, 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 dance. Okay. Come on, I gotta get that together. Dance, 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 dance. Ooh, there we go. Okay, boom, 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 break, boom. Cake, cake, ooh. Whoo. Hold on. I don't know how to fake pass. Okay. I need to do that more. Add that to my game. You know what I'm saying? I like this fake pass. Hold on. Huh. And break on them. Matter of fact, after the fake pass, right after the fake pass,